To their Week 18 matchup against AFC North rival Pittsburgh. The Steelers still holding on, playing for a playoff spot, and so far, Coach John Harbaugh says he's unsure if MVP favorite Lamar Jackson and the other starters will play in that one. So as I mentioned, the Ravens lead the charge with an NFL best 13-3 record heading into Week 18, but the AFC has 4 other teams with at least 10 wins or better. That'd be the Dolphins, the Browns, the Chiefs, and the Bills. In fact, 2 of those teams are riding 4-game win streaks, the Browns and the Bills. Jeff Saturday joining the party. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
It's great to have you here.
Glad to be back.
Happy New Year, big boy.
We got them out in L.A.
LA. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Stephen A., you went to the Rose Bowl, right? Obviously.
Yes, I was. I was there.
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah, I figured that's why you stayed out there.
Yes.
All right.
By the way,
Shannon,
can I say something for a quick second?
Yeah.
I appreciate, I really, really do. I don't want to throw no shade or nothing. I really, really appreciate the history of the Rose Bowl,
Right.
Pasadena. But that damn traffic is a nightmare.
Oh, man.
I mean, they need Molly, Jeff.
I know, I saw Beyonce there.
Listen,
I like the nostalgia
and by
of it.
the way, we modify, we grow all the time. How about having the Rose Bowl at SoFi? How about that? How about that?
Well, it won't be the Rose Bowl.
Stephen A.
It won't be
Damn
the
it,
Rose
Stephen
Bowl.
A. It's the nostalgia,
Throw a
it's the
few
history.
Throw a few
Yeah.
roses there. Throw a few roses there. I mean, listen, there's a whole bunch of things in life that are historical, okay? But that damn traffic
Oh,
in Pasadena, I mean, come on, y'all.
Yeah, bro.
Come on, I mean, the SoFi Stadium, I mean, let's get
This
with the
guy in
time.
traffic. You got to get a chopper, Stephen A.
Stephen A.
What's up?
Jerry didn't send you the chopper to get you
You
straight
know
up
what?
out
You
of
know
it.
what? You
Just
know,
fly
you know
right
what?
in.
I damn near called to ask him. I damn near called to ask him. I need a helicopter ride there.
Yeah.
Let's roll,
He'd
y'all. Let's
probably
roll.
say yes. He had a very lucky weekend. We'll leave it at that.
Yes, he did.
Shannon, we'll start with you. Which team is the biggest threat to the Ravens in the AFC? Because right now they look like world beaters.
I think I might want to change my pick.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I had Buffalo.
Okay.
But what Buffalo am I going to get? Because we know Josh Allen's a mistake prone. We know Tua are mistake prone.
Okay.
And those are the 2 teams that's one of them's going to win the division. Lamar Jackson in 3 losses has thrown 3 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. In his 13 wins, he's thrown 4 interceptions and 23 touchdown passes.
Okay.
The team that I think, with the way they're playing currently,
Right.
I'm going to shock you. The Cleveland Browns.
Yep.
The Cleveland Browns is the team I feel with the way Joe Flacco is playing
Right.
and the way that defense can get after the opposing team's quarterback because the Ravens are first in takeaways, first in sacks, first in points allowed. The Bills are second in takeaways, third in sacks allowed, fourth in points allowed. But the thing is, Josh Allen, he just tries to be Superman all the time. And sometimes it's okay to be Clark Kent. You can just have your glasses on, your nice top coat, and your hat a Saturday, and just go about your day.
Right.
But he wants to jump into that phone booth and put that cape on far too much, and when he doesn't really need to. So right now, the way they've been playing over the last month, I think the Cleveland Browns.
Here's the deal, Shannon Sharp. I mean, first of all, I don't want you to be contaminated by the Jeff Saturday syndrome, okay? You don't have to fight it. All you have to do is say, I agree with my man Stephen A. Because you know that's exactly where I was going. I was going to Cleveland Browns. I was going to Cleveland Browns. And let me tell you something, it was exactly why. Because when you look at Josh Allen, again, I think he's great, but we all know that he's prone to make errors because he might engage in hero ball, even though we haven't seen much of that this year. But that defense in Cleveland and their ability not only to get after everybody, but the effect they have directly on Lamar Jackson, considering what level of greatness we've been seeing from Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. When I think about that roadblock, this is the only team that comes to mind. I'm done with Miami. I've had it with them. I've had it with them. I don't believe in them at all, okay? Buffalo, iffy. Cleveland, if Flacco throws the ball like that, oh my God. And then you got Amari Cooper and Njoku. And let's not forget Flacco. How many people are as familiar with John Harbaugh as Joe Flacco, who won a Super Bowl for the man?
Yeah.
That's where I'm going with as well, Shannon. It's Cleveland.
Listen, I like it. I was going to Cleveland the whole time. I like it. I'm going to give you another one, though, because we talked about Buffalo a little bit, talked about the Browns a little bit. How about this? They got to get in, but the Steelers. And here's why. I would tell you, and I like both the Browns and the Steelers. Now, I'll put the Bills over the Steelers, but I'm going to say this. When you're in a division with a team, you know them almost as well as you know your own team because you see them so often there are very few tricks still left in the bag. You understand where the explosive plays are coming from. You understand how you have to play Lamar Jackson if you're on defense, or you know how you get to play the run style or the blitzing style that Baltimore wants to give you. And I think when you talk about teams that are familiar with the Ravens, that gives you the best chance. And that's just facts of playing football, because familiarity gives you some level of confidence, whereas when you're the Dolphins or even the 49ers the week before, you walk out and Purdy throws 2 interceptions, all of a sudden your head's spinning, you're like, how do we get back in this game? Very, very rarely with a division opponent is there a blowout, and it's for very good reason, because you're familiar with the opponent.
You know what? I've improved my health. I'm eating better, I'm taking care of myself, whatever. But the one thing that has made me sick is the Steelers.
Yeah.
You can't score all season long. The season's over in everybody's eyes. All right, and then the last 2 weeks with Mason Rudolph as your quarterback, you're going to score 30 both games, 30 and 34. Yeah. I mean, it's sickening. I was so ticked off. But this is what we have. But I'm not getting caught up with the Steelers. I'm not falling for that.
I thought you was a fan.
I am, but I need a quarterback. Mason Rudolph ain't the answer. I need a quarterback.
S.A., I got to hit the top of the hour, and I want to make sure we have plenty of time to grade your A-list. Still to come. Where will Brock
give up a touchdown, all right? And they call about, he was ineligible. He didn't notify the officials, where the camera clearly shows them notifying the officials. It definitely was luck, and it's a combination of that, along with their weak schedule, beating a bunch of last-place teams for most of the season, along with the fact that the Philadelphia Eagles somehow have nosedived, which Shannon Sharpe has been warning America about for the last 2 months. I mean, who would have thought that the Philadelphia Eagles, who started off the season 10-1, would lose 4 of their last 5 games? Who saw that coming? Who would have seen the Eagles losing a 21-6 lead and ultimately falling to the Arizona Cardinals, for crying out loud? I almost felt like, damn, the coach was trying to get one of his former assistant coaches a better, give him a victory, for crying out loud. I mean, I'm just disgusted with what happened. Dallas with their lucky selves and what have you. But I mean, it was appropriate because Jimmy Johnson was inducted into the Ring of Honor finally, and maybe that's something that's going to contribute to this curse being lifted, where they'll finally get to a conference. Good karma. It's the first time I felt that the Dallas Cowboys got good karma coming their way in the last 28 years. I mean, that's just how I feel about it. Lucky them. But luck is definitely a significant part of the equation. I don't want to hear what anybody says. Their schedule, the teams they beat, and then this call when you lose the game and it's given to you, and now you end the season with a gimme, which is the Washington, not the Commodores with Lionel Richie, not the Commodores, the Washington Commanders. That's how you ended your season? I mean, my Lord, how lucky can you be? Please.
You know what? I'm going to say it's good play. Because, Stephen A., if you look at it, they got 11 victories. And let's just say we take that one away. Okay. Now, if you want to say that it probably aided them in winning the division, because I agree with you, I do believe they're going to beat the Washington Commanders. But if you look at what they did defensively, when they take the ball away, they win ball games. You look at what the Lions normally do. They normally average 27.5 points. They got 19. They know, and Jared Goff reverted back a little bit to Jared Goff, and he turned the ball over. And the one thing that you can't do against the Cowboys on the road in their building is turn the ball over. CeeDee Lamb, 7 targets. The first through week 6, they were 4-2. He was averaging 7 targets, catching about 5.5 of them. Over the last 7 weeks, last 10 weeks, he's averaging almost 13 targets, catching almost 9 of them. They're 7-3, and he had 227 on Saturday night. This is good play, but the Cowboys are predicated when their defense takes the ball away, get after the opposing team's quarterback, they normally win ball games. So this game notwithstanding, because what Detroit tried to do, if you notice, Decker did go to the official, but you see 70 come running into the screen. He's trying to confuse.
Xin chào tất cả các bạn, chào mừng các bạn đã đến với kênh của mình. Và hôm nay thì mình sẽ hướng dẫn cho các bạn cách để có thể làm được một cái sợi dây trang trí hình vuông màu đỏ kết hợp với màu vàng như thế này nhé. Hôm nay thì mình sẽ hướng dẫn cho các bạn cách để có thể làm được một sợi dây treo trang trí có hình vuông này, và bên trong thì mình sẽ trang trí thêm những cái hình trái tim và những cái hình giống như là cái hình giọt nước ở bên trên của cái dây này nhé. Thì đầu tiên là các bạn sẽ chuẩn bị cho mình một số các cái phần dụng cụ đã này. Thì các bạn sẽ chuẩn bị cho mình một cái bút chì này, thước kẻ này, kéo này, súng bắn keo và những cái phần mà dụng cụ mình cần chuẩn bị. Và đây thì mình sẽ có sử dụng một số các cái phần màu sắc như này. Đầu tiên là màu đỏ này, Và tiếp theo là màu vàng, và mình sẽ có thêm màu hồng cùng với màu xanh lá cây nhé. Đây sẽ là 4 cái phần màu để mình sẽ sử dụng để làm cái phần sợi dây trang trí này. Và bây giờ thì chúng ta sẽ cùng nhau thực hiện cách để làm nhé. Thì các bạn sẽ lấy cái phần màu đỏ này trước này, và các bạn sẽ cắt cho mình một cái hình vuông, một cái hình vuông để làm cái phần sợi dây này. Các bạn sẽ có thể tùy vào cái mục đích sử dụng của các bạn thì các bạn sẽ lấy cái phần hình vuông đó kích thước bao nhiêu cho mình. Thì ở đây mình sẽ lấy cái phần kích thước của nó khoảng tầm là 7 cm nhé. 7 cm đi. Các bạn nối thành một cái hình vuông như này. Rồi, sau khi có cái phần hình vuông 7 cm màu đỏ rồi, bây giờ thì mình sẽ vẽ tiếp một cái hình vuông màu đỏ 7 cm, một cái hình vuông màu vàng nhé các bạn. Màu vàng 7 cm này. Rồi sau đó các bạn sẽ cắt hai cái hình vuông này ra nhé. Bạn sẽ cắt hai cái hình vuông này ra giúp mình nha. Đây là hình vuông màu vàng này. Rồi, tiếp tục là mình sẽ có cái phần hình vuông màu đỏ nhé. Các bạn sẽ cắt cái hình vuông màu đỏ này ra cho mình. Rồi, thì đây là hai cái phần hình vuông mà mình sẽ dán vào nhau để tạo thành cái hình trang trí nhé. Thì các bạn sẽ đặt cái phần tờ giấy màu đỏ này để làm nền, và các bạn sẽ đặt cái phần tờ giấy màu vàng này lên trên, hoặc là ngược lại thì các bạn có thể lấy cái phần màu vàng để làm nền và cái phần màu đỏ để làm cái phần mình cuộn vào mình trang trí ở bên trên thì cũng được nhé. Thì ở đây thì mình sẽ lấy cái phần màu đỏ để làm cái phần nền cho nó rực rỡ như các bạn. Thì các bạn sẽ sử dụng cái phần màu vàng này, các bạn sẽ uốn hai cái phần góc vuông ở hai bên này lại với nhau để tạo thành một cái hình như thế này nhé. Bây giờ thì chúng ta sẽ dán vào này, keo vào đây, các bạn gập cái phần này vào đây. Rồi, như vậy là chúng ta đã có một cái phần hình màu vàng rồi. Sau khi mà có cái phần màu vàng này rồi thì chúng ta sẽ dán cái phần nửa màu vàng này. Đây, các bạn sẽ dán vào giữa cái phần hình vuông màu đỏ như này cho mình nhé. Các bạn dán đúng vào giữa cái hình vuông màu đỏ nha. Dán keo dọc cái phần từ cái màu vàng này, và sau đó thì mình sẽ dán cái phần màu đỏ lên. Tiếp tục này. Rồi, các bạn sẽ dán vào đây giúp mình như này. Đây, như các bạn thì các bạn sẽ thấy là ở đây mình sẽ có được một cái phần hình vuông để trang trí này rồi đúng không? Tiếp theo là mình sẽ làm cái phần dây để treo ở bên trên nhé. Thì các bạn sẽ sử dụng cái phần dây thì các bạn tiếp tục sử dụng màu đỏ cho mình nhé. Mình sẽ cắt thành một cái đoạn dây rất là nhỏ như này. Nhỏ thôi như các bạn, bởi vì cái hình trang trí của mình cũng khá là nhỏ, thế nên là các bạn sẽ sử dụng cái phần dây nhỏ như này thôi. Các bạn sẽ cuộn nó vào như thế này. Đây, cuộn nó vào như này để mình sẽ tạo thành cái phần dây để mình dán lên đầu của cái hình trang trí này nhé. Các bạn dán keo vào giữa này. Rồi, tiếp tục dán lên đây. Các bạn lấy cái phần nào làm cái phần đầu thì các bạn sẽ dán cái phần dây vào đó nhé.